Hey guys, welcome to iProLogic.com, the interactive profit logic calculator. Just want to share this video with you guys. We were looking into a little bit of a modification to this system, and we wanted to share it with you. One of the things that we pride ourselves with is, if we can, once there's not so much of a change, but I guess more so an enhancement to one of our systems, we would like to share it with you guys. It's something for you guys to keep in mind, because remember the game plan? It's not about how much spins we win. I mean, certain systems that we have, you turn every spin into a win once you have a win, right? So you can lose 6 or 7 in a row and you hit your eighth spin, and all of a sudden, all 8 spins win. However, this system that we're using here, the theory is still in place of what we're all about. We're all about you making a target within a certain time frame. And once you've made that target, you take a break. Okay, this way the wheel cannot catch up to you if that ever is possible. I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but you're not having 50 spins out there. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump into this and let's show you exactly what we mean. Now, the important role again is, what we always say is the bread and butter is your calculator, because this iProLogic calculator, which again, if somebody was to tell me or ask me, hey, give them $100 a month and they would put thousands of dollars in my pocket, I wouldn't even hesitate. I'd close my eyes and probably say, hey, do you want more than 100 a month? I'd be happy to give it to you if you're putting thousands in my pocket, because no bank in the planet is going to give you more than 10% on your money. And this is certainly giving you thousands of percentage or return on investments in your money. Now, what we again ask of you is, please, once you put in your bankroll and set your targets and so forth and your odds, do not write down the invest amount. This has hurt people in the past. They've written it down and tried to just follow what this says and not use the calculator, and they got screwed sooner or later. Why? Because the numbers are going to change, because of, if you're hitting on your first or second spin or third spin, or you missed, the next time around you may not have missed in your first 3 spins. You may have hit in your first 3 spins, and therefore the invest amounts are different. And as you go further down on the sheet, it's going to change. So please I don't want to use the word don't be cheap, but I want to say don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Don't beat yourself by not having the tools that you need, and be prepared. Okay, so let's jump into this. What we're going to do with this system is I want to make a slight modification here. Okay, and the modification is simple. What we're going to do is we're going to force a spin as usual. Okay, and we're going to do that. Now, instead, and again, we're not putting this thing out in stone. It's something for you to observe, because I think this is going to make a big difference for you, and you're probably going to make your targets a lot quicker. Um, Instead of putting the split street, play the block itself, right? So you're not going to go here, you're going to play the block. But here's the thing, we're going to make a little adjustment here just to try and conserve, right? Let's put in the bankroll, which is 632. Let's change the odds. I think this is going to make some difference. So let's put in the odds here. We're going to put in the target. Your target is $2 per spin is what you would like. Let's change the odds to 3 to 1. Okay, let's do that. We're going to change the odds not from 5. We're going to change it to 3 to 1, and we're going to use the blocks. Okay, and if we have 3 or 4 misses, I think I would say, 4 misses probably. We'll see as I go along here. Then we'll go into the crossover and we'll make a decision. So the first number that came is 35. So it's asking us to play $2. Okay, so we're going to invest $2. We're not going to go again on the split street. We're going to go on the block. So it's $2 there, and we had our first hit. So we got back 6. Okay, so you're not going to use the pay column, guys. Do not use the pay column now, because these odds are not the true odds of that block. It's actually 2 to 1. Okay, so you're going to put in 6. Now you're going to go here, and you're going to look for well, it's the same place, so it's the same bet, right? Remember, you're looking for 20 bucks. As soon as you get 20 bucks, it's over, or thereof. And when I say thereof, if you get to 18 or maybe 17 or 19, don't risk it for $3. That's pointless, what you're trying to do. Okay, because you can go backwards. Now, you see these numbers here? It's 2, 2, and 2. The reason why we say don't write it down is if you had missed on this one and missed on this one, this certainly would have been different. And so would have this. Okay, so you can't keep using this. If you think you're going to get away with it, maybe once or twice, but you're going to hurt yourself in the long run. Okay, so now it's asking for 2. Okay, so you're going to go 2 there, so you had a miss. Okay, now this thing should change now, but then it may not, only because, well, it does change because you had a head start of $4 profit. Okay, so it's asking for 3. Okay, so we're gonna go 3. This really does work. It really does work amazing. Trust me. Okay, so now you had a miss. Okay, now let's see. We're gonna see if going 4 deep is gonna be the thing to move away from and then go to the crossover. So it's asking for a 5. Because a lot of times, before I even spin, a lot of times here, like you had this win on your first spin, a lot of times you may miss on the first one, but hit on the second or the third one. Okay, this is just one of those situations where it didn't. And well, obviously, look, this did. So you don't have to use the crossover yet. Okay, so you're putting in 15 here. Okay, because if you were to put in the real payouts for that, it's only 6. So you're at 639. So the whole idea, again, is to make your target. That's what you're after. Oh, I put in the wrong odds. It's to make your target, not have to go to the crossover just yet. Okay, if you're going to keep winning, then keep winning. Okay, so here we go. And hit again. Okay, so there's 6 here. Now remember, you'd like to get to 632, 642. You'd like to get to 652. Okay, that's the end game for you. Okay, and then take your 5-minute break. So now it's asking for 2 again. So you missed. I mean, I'm beginning to like this method so much. Okay, this was a win here. Okay, so this is now it's 3 and out. Now you notice this, after your win, your first play was 2, your second play was 3. But look up here. First one was 2, second one was 2. Okay, or first one was 2, 2, and 2. That's why you cannot write this down. You need the calculator. Hands down, you do. Now look at this. Where did you come up with the number 4 from? You see what I'm saying? Before it was 5 or 3. Now it's saying 4. So you got to follow this spreadsheet. No matter what you do, you have to follow this thing. And it will get you to where you need to go. There you go. So you had a hit. So that's giving you 12. Let's see where you're at with the bankroll. Okay. You're at 446, 646. No problem. Continue on your merry way. If it takes you 10 minutes to make 20 bucks, hey, that's 20 bucks in 10 minutes. People have to work for a whole hour to get that, okay, at a full-time job. So there we go again. Now you had a miss. Okay, so we're going to put this in. Now you have 3 here. Now it's going to be 4. Okay, so that's a miss. Remember, you want to try to do this as often as you can without having to go to the crossover. So if you're going to keep winning, then you don't need to use the crossover. Okay. And you had a hit there, so you got back 18. Again, still the crossover has not been brought into any of this. And that is great. What's your bankroll? You're at 650. Oh, you've already made your target. Guys, there you go. You didn't spend any kind of money. Okay, you spent $37. But you've made your $20 in what? I was talking for the first minute, so 7 minutes you made 20 bucks? I know people who are going to stand up, take a bus and go to work, or drive for a half hour or 40 minutes or whatever the case may be, or take the train, and they're going to work for an entire hour standing on their feet for 20 bucks, if that much. Okay, with a break here and there, but constantly working or sitting behind their desk. You just made it in 7 minutes, that same 20 bucks. Now, if you were to come back 10 minutes later and made another 20, that's $40 an hour. Are you making $40 an hour right now with your job just doing this, having fun? Well, guess what? The crossover was never even employed into this. Could you imagine if you had a situation where the crossover was? Then forget it. You'd make, if you had to bring in the crossover right now, you would have made not 20, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, probably. 11, 12. Well, it'd have been a little bit more. You would have made $24 in that 7 minutes if you had to bring in the crossover. But again, if you went deeper, that's a different story, right? Like if you missed there and you went here and you finally brought the crossover in, then you would have made $26. So this thing is endless. The potential to make profits is huge using this system. I mean, we can try all day and all night. If you notice, this was 2, 2, and 2 in this session, right? Look at this, 2, 2, 2, and then 3. Now, let's try this again, and we're going to show you how different this is going to be. Okay, let's even use this. Okay, I'm going to close the... All right, guys, so I reopened the wheel. Okay, so we're going to start with 655. Remember in that last session we showed you it was 2, 2, 2, and 3? Okay, so let's show you that this is why it's so different. that you need to not write this down, and you need to stick with the calculator. Okay, so let's first again let's just go back. Okay, we've got the bankroll in 655. Remember the last time we played it was 2, 2, 2, and 3, right? We want to show you how different this sheet can look. Okay, so your first thing is, you're going to force your spin. So it's 28. So we know the first bet is going to be $2, the first investment, right? Let's see. 8 came. Now remember how the last time it was 2, 2, 2, and 2? Okay, look at the difference now. Okay, it's going to show you a totally different pattern. Just watch. Okay, so now 8 came. 29 came now. Okay, so now look at this. It's not 2, 2, 2, and 3. It's 2, 2, and 4 now. Okay, and then of course the numbers will change after the fact. So you got to be careful and just follow the calculator. Again, we just keep pounding it into you until you do it. Get the calculator. You won't regret it. Okay, so now you had another miss. Look at the difference now. Now you're at 6. Okay, we have all the confidence in the world. We're not worried that we're going to hit, because we are. Okay, the whole idea is I want to show you that if you have to employ the crossover, that's what I'm looking for, is for you employing the crossover. So now I think we will use the crossover. Okay, well, we don't know what it's going to be. So we're going to look 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we'll have to force a spin. Those of you who have our system and you've paid for it, or you've gotten it by virtue of having the calculator monthly subscription, you will know exactly what we're doing, okay, and how we employed that crossover. Okay, so right now there is no play. Okay, still there's no play. Let's see, we're going to bring the crossover right into this, but we have to first make sure we have a play. And those of you who know what I'm talking about, because you've paid for the system, or you have it because you are a subscriber of iProLogic Monthly, you will know what to do here to employ that. Okay? Oh. Maybe. I don't think there is a play here. Maybe there is. No. No. There isn't. So, you give it up just a couple of minutes. It's only been 2 minutes that we've been playing this game, believe it or not. Okay? So no complaining here. I mean, if you're going to make, a couple of dollars in just a few small minutes, why not? Okay, so let's look here. We're going to employ the crossover right now. We have no choice. We have to go. Okay, so it's asking for 24. And now look, compared to the last one that you did, it's a little more aggressive, but remember, this is not the bankroll you're going to start with. You know what the bankroll is that we tell you we recommend you start with. Okay, just for a cushion. Because they always say when you have a little bit more, you're not afraid. As opposed to having a little bit of money and then you're like, okay, let's not play this. You want to take a chance. Well, it's time to employ the crossover and look at the difference. Okay, we're going to go gun in here. And we're going to show you how even bringing in the crossover is going to be a boom and out. There we go, one shot. We've done it on the first move. So now, look at your bankroll. Okay? Oh, sorry. You've won every spin. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 655, 665. Every single spin, you have gotten back all your money plus a target profit of $2 is what you asked for per investment. And that's because you brought the crossover in when you had to, and on the first play of the crossover, once it met your criteria, boom, you had a hit. Now these numbers are obviously going to change the next time around, but you need to put in exactly what the calculator says. And you've cleared. You've made $10. So we'll minus a minute from here. You've made $10 in 3 minutes, guys. And gals. 3 minutes, you've made $10. Who do you know is making $10 in 3 minutes? Theoretically, if you played for another 6 minutes, that's $20. 3 minutes, that's $20 in 6 minutes. There's no way you're not making $100 an hour here. Okay, so this really is the way to go. Now you must use the iProLogic calculator for this to be effective and make easily 50 to 100 per hour or more with easy and very small investments, as you have seen. Just visit us at www.iprologic.com, and we suggest you choose the monthly subscription so you can get our roulette crossover system for free, as well as baccarat and binary options. Hope to see you soon.